Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Danganronpa. This is acting weird. Nah. Anyway, Danganronpa episode 4. Whoa. Well, last week we had the trial, the whole thing with Sayaka and her dying and all that jazz. This episode, pretty crazy. Still gonna give this, I'm probably gonna 5. Not last week was more intense. Last week was far more intense. This is just not as intense as last week. I'd probably give this a 4 out of 5. But let's get into it. Pretty much, we get the aftermath of Sayaka, and Makoto. He's pretty much thwart. He's out of his element. He's reflecting on it, and there's like this kind of after they went through the first class trial, everyone's freaking out. Listen, people. Pantone 12, I'm agreeing with him. Listen, Kill Me With a Shotgun, no offense. I don't like Togami. No, I don't like Togami Byakuya. He's a fucking bastard. Hate me if you will. Hate me if you will. But he's a son of a bitch. I'm sorry. I fucking hate this guy. Fucking hate him. Fucking hate him. Hate him. He's like arguing with Fujisaka, and like he's just a son of a bitch. And I forgot who it was, the one with that looked like the cool bar punk guy. He goes up to him and he's like starting to fight and shit. And like, yeah, this guy needs to get punched in the face, like for reals. It felt like he was acting like Yamato from Devil's Survivor 2. Yeah, he was that kind of archetype. And I'm placing him in that kind of category. Because he's just a son of a bitch. But I will say this. In this episode, he kind of brought his facts. Like, he had his A game. Even though I don't like the guy, I think he's a son of a bitch. He had his A game in this episode. He brought a lot of interesting points when it came to figuring out, the person who did the crime. And basically, they're all converging, and basically he leaves after this uproar, and, what's her face? I forgot this broad's name. Find the broad's name. Fukawa. She, is fucking crazy. The one with the nerd, the girl with the glasses. She's, man, she's got issues. Oh my god. She wants to ride on Togami. Like for real. Byakuya. So yeah, and she leaves and he leaves and basically there's this one scene, oh my god, when they're like she's like drooling coming off her face. Just look at her reading. I was just Jesus Christ. But the other thing that happened in this episode, Mono Bear. Oh god, this motherfucker, what they done? This motherfucker dead. Bad news bear. He's a bad news bear. He basically informs them. There's 3 of them. The guy who looks like a man, a man is a woman, about the dressing rooms because they want him to go to the pool. Informs them something about the dressing rooms, how only males can go through the male door, females can go through the female door for changing rooms, and so on and so forth. And he says if they use an unauthorized thing, they'll be shot on sight. Punished or something like that. Anyway, during this episode, they go on the 2nd floor, I should say. This is access to them. And what ends up happening is that he gets bored, Mono Bear. Come on. I mean, Zetsu Bear. Come on, Zetsu Bear, stop being a bitch. You need to die. Oh, by the way, the opening, inappropriate. Opening of this episode was very inappropriate. I'm sorry. That isn't funny, Zetsu Bear. That isn't funny. I am not laughing here. This is stupid. what you just did. So basically what he does is, he says if no one gets killed, he's going to expose everyone's embarrassing moments. And like everyone's like, what? Like, that's not gonna make us kill each other. So when Togami is asked about this, and he says, I'm not sure about that. Like, and he kind of is being coy, Togami, and this part kind of pissed me off, but at the same time I liked it. He asks for Makoto's assistance in investigating the situation. And what they find out, what he tells them, and this was, Pantone told me this earlier on, Pantone 12, tells him that he found something out about a case file that was supposed to be not shown to the public at all, about a case that happened that the police knew about, but they did not inform the public about, which apparently is a case file on this murder with scissors. And I was like, uh-oh. Kind of reference here with Crime Edge, in a way. With the murders, when they would just get stabbed by a bunch of scissors and they'd be pinned to the wall. Now, he chose him this after discovering the person who got killed, which was, hopefully I'm saying this girl's name right, Fujisaki. She was the one who got killed. And basically what happened was she obviously was hit with one of the dumbbells that were in the dressing room, the women's dressing room, and was tied up with the extension cords. So she's dead. And he basically, Togami informs him he informs Makoto of these crimes that were committed and so on and so forth and all that jazz there. Then we find something out. Fujisaki is locked up in her room saying she wants to talk to Togami. I think that's his name. Togami? Togami, yeah. And apparently the crime that, the name of the case file, the crime that was committed, it was called the Xeno something. And she's saying, I'm going to, basically telling him through the creak of her door, I'm going to stop the Xeno show. I don't want it to happen again. And that's where she closes the door. And this is another reason I hate this fucker Togami. He's just smiling. I'm like, listen. Hey, man. Hey, you. Wake up, Togami. By the way, don't you know this is a life or death situation? I know you're getting your kicks out of this, but stop. Just stop. And I'm sorry killing you with a shotgun, but this guy needs to die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Has to be said, this motherfucker needs to die. He needs to die almost as bad as Zetsu Bear. Check it. But good episode, 4 out of 5. Not as this kind of didn't shock me as last week did. Last week shocked me. It's kind of weird though, you know. Though I think next week's episode will be the one that gets a real high rating, because to be honest with you, I have no idea who did the murder. I have no idea. It might be Fujisaki, but we don't know. But overall, good episode of Danganronpa, 4 out of 5. It's probably I'll upload this later today. Now, this show is fucking ridiculous. You know, the characters themselves, I like them. I like them. I like that each character is different in their own way. It's going to be interesting to see as they go forward with this show of what transpires between each character. What happens between each character, because I wonder about that, because you know, you gotta wonder who goes into a relationship as they move forward. But man, Togami, man, he's a fucking ass. I'm sorry. He's a son of a bitch. Like, what the fuck, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, I have a question. What's going to happen when you die? I'm waiting for that. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for this Togami biography guy to get his upcomings. You son of a bitch. Hey, that's the way I look at it. Because it's just so ridiculous. I mean, he just rubs you the wrong way. Just stop. Stop. But we'll see how this goes down. I think whoever, if it is Fujisaki, the one who's got the heart on for Togami, if she did it, I will be very surprised. But for some reason, I don't see her being the one who killed her. You know, I just don't see it. I mean, it's a possibility, but I just don't see it. We'll see next week. But this was a great episode, 4 out of 5. Not as great as last week. Last week was like, whoo! This one was, you know, that's the way I see it. But tell me what you guys think. Subscribe. Here comes subscribe. You know the story. Bankai 922. Danganronpa. Man, is that too bare? Man, just stop. Just stop. Someone. Get a gun. Get a shotgun. Hell. Get a fucking something. Kill this bear. I will not be satisfied until this fucking bear is dead. That's the way I see it, people. That's the way I see it. So yeah, Zetsu Bear, you're fucking dead. But yeah, that's the story. I'm Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. Nothing really going else on. Kenichi. And I did my Hunter x Hunter thing. Oh, people are like, yes, Bankai's reading much. Yes, yes, yes. They're all excited. So yeah, I'll look forward to that. I'm Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. Togami, man. Just fuck out of here. You need to go to the therapist and learn to act more like a normal human being instead of a douche. Be a douche. So yeah. See you guys later.